Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is an interesting one that I am sort of obsessed with at the moment because I read about it in one of Neville Goddard's books. I believe it was called The Law and the Promise. And this deals with when you have a situation in your life that has happened in the past, and specifically something that you dwell on a lot, whether you know it or not, and it's holding you back from the life that you were meant to live, or it's holding you back from situations. It could be holding you back from a relationship. It could be holding you back from a job. It could be holding you back from anything, really. So the theory behind this exercise that I'm going to explain to you is that we do have the ability to change the past. I know, it sounds nuts, but it's not. Hear me out. So a situation that was hurtful or stressful, again, that is holding us back, whether we realize or not, but we are dwelling on this. It's festering. First of all, not good for our health to fester with negative emotions. It's not good to it's okay to feel an emotion and let it go. It's okay to experience that feeling of anger. It's okay to experience that feeling of grief or whatever it is. But we can't, when we're dwelling on things, it's going to fester in our bodies and it's going to cause health implications, mental health implications that manifest as physical health implications, etc., etc. So the exercise is a pretty simple one, but you're going to have to use your imagination. And for some of you might be really uncomfortable with this and might not believe in it. I'm just asking you to sort of try it. And if you don't even think that you can get past that it's so ridiculous, then don't do it. Just don't do it. But continue to fester and live in that energy, because that's fun, isn't it? So the exercise is going to be to think of something that's happened to you in the past, something that was, again, hurtful, or that you're kind of focusing on and you feel like it's holding you back from going forward. So the example, I'll give you a few examples because this can work for pretty much anything. So I'll give you an example of a relationship. So have a relationship that ended, it was volatile, or it ended in a bad way, and this person might hate you and you think maybe you hate them, but you want to move forward from this. So you're going to go back to the last time you saw them, or a fight that you had or something, and you're going to change what happened in your mind. You're going to create a different story. So it's obviously not going to change what actually happened, but it's going to change your vibration around it. And our vibration is so important, and our energy is so important. Like where our energy flows, our energy goes. So it's really important to change that story and that perspective for you. So, for example, you can do this a few ways. You can go back to that situation where there was a nasty fight and they said or you said, I'm leaving, or get out, or whatever happened, whatever that destructive memory is. And you could, picture yourself sitting down with them and saying in a really nice, calm, gentle way, this isn't working out, but I love you and I wish you the best in the world and I hope you find the right person for you. And then, they're holding your hand and you're both sad because it's over, but it's the right thing to do. That's a much better energy than the memory of the fights and the door slamming and get the F out and, all that stuff. Much better energy. If you find that is a little bit difficult to do because you can't at all imagine that, what you can do is you could picture yourself meeting them for coffee somewhere and having this discussion perhaps now. And for some people, they can't even visualize that situation just because maybe that person doesn't want to talk to them. But remember, it has nothing to do with that other person. This is about your energy and your vibration and changing it surrounding that situation. So another example would be perhaps it's something to do that's holding you back from money or from prosperity or abundance. And you feel like just because of your past, you've had bad experiences with it and you have a bad relationship with money where you just think it's like horrible and you don't want to think about it and you're struggling with it. And to change that vibration for you going forward so that you can have prosperity and you can have abundance and open yourself up to that and have that energy, that faithful energy that, good things are coming and you're going to be okay and blah, 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 and ease and flow and lovely, lovely, lovely. And those are two easy things to focus on, ease and flow. If you don't know how to focus, ease and flow. A life of ease, a life of flow. It says it all. It's wonderful. So what you can do is you can think of a past experience. Okay, maybe you went to the bank and the bank wouldn't give you a loan. Maybe you were in a lot of debt and the debt collectors were calling you and you were like upset and you were crying about it. You didn't know what you were going to do. So you're going to go back to that situation and you're going to, imagine the situation differently. So imagine perhaps that the bank manager said, we are going to give you that loan because you're wonderful and you deserve it. And we know you're going to pay us back and you're going to pay us back with interest and you're going to pay back every penny and we have faith in you. And I know it sounds nuts, like that didn't actually happen, but again, it's going to change your vibration around the situation, your energy around, and what you think and relate to when it comes to money. Because a lot of times we are holding ourselves back. Whether we know it or not, we are holding ourselves back because we associate relationships or money or whatever it is with something negative because of a past situation. And this can really be used again for anything. So it will change your perspective going forward. It doesn't mean that you're going to, change the history of your life, but you could change the future of your life by working on this. And it's not going to be probably an easy exercise that's going to happen like that. But what you're going to have to do is pretend to be a kid. Because when we were children, we used to do this all the time. Not go back to change the past, but what we used to do is we would use our imagination. So maybe, I remember distinctly, for example, my brother had one of those little Fisher-Price horses. Anyone that's around my age would remember. And me and my sisters would put blankets on it, and it was like so small. It was this tiny little thing. I don't know how we all fit on it, but we would put blankets on it and everything and just pretend it was like a donkey and we were going through the forest and going through the desert and all this. Like we used to play all these games we had very limited toys. We had a big family, and I think we maybe had one toy each, and not to be like, oh, feel so sorry for me, the violins are playing. But you know what? We made it work because we used our imaginations. And I remember that some of the best memories of my childhood is using my imagination. But what happens is as we get older, we don't listen to ourselves anymore, and we don't think of these grandeur illusions and visualizations. We start to get like everybody else, influenced by outer things, whether it's media, whether it's other people, people telling us different things. Like it starts to, our minds that were so active and imaginative start to get really busy with other outside influences, and we forget that ability to use our amazing imaginations. And anybody who follows like these spiritual practices or law of attraction or anything like that believes in visualization, that's really what it is. You're pretending that you're in a situation that hasn't happened yet. And that's how you visualize, and that's how you manifest. You are, and it's not just seeing it in your head, but I don't know if you remember as a kid, again, when you're imagining things or playing something or, pretending, I don't know, you're a shop owner or you're in a doctor's office. Like we used to play all kinds of stuff. But imagine, it's not just that you're imagining it, but you're feeling it. Like you really feel like you're there. And again, we lose this ability as we get older. And it's a really, really creative energy, wonderful energy to tap back into that will propel us forward into a different energy, different vibration, and state of mind that is so important. So just a quick video on this, something you might want to try. You can be as creative as you like. You can change the scenario as much as you like. You don't have to tell a single solitary soul that you are doing this. And usually one time is not going to be enough. As I say on my channel, and as I say for everything else, whether it's body, mind, spirit, it's a continual practice every day. So every day, whatever it is that you find that resonates with you, you do it daily. And it doesn't have to be this big thing that's taking up all your time. I have a lot of people say to me, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time to do this, but they'll watch like a marathon of a Netflix show. So it's up to you. And I'm not to be judgmental, but it's up to you. Like, where do you want to put your focus on? Where do you want to spend your energy? Where do you want to spend your time? I mean, everybody's got 10 minutes in the day. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care how many children you have. I don't care how busy your job is. Everybody has time during the day to work on themselves. So hopefully this was helpful. I'm really interested to know what your situation is, and if you've tried this, and if you've how you experienced it, and what works for you. So please give me some feedback. Have a great day. Be well, and change your past story.